going in. Yeah. This is the fire fry. No, not quite. It's fire as in pew pew, and fry as in it shoots a little piece of potato like the size of a French fry instead of the whole potato itself. But why, you might ask? Well, it's because it's fun. And I also know a whole bunch of welders that would love to be gifted one of these things this holiday season, maybe 2 of them. It'd be a great stocking stuffer, being that the size of it is so small. It could also be used for future welders in training. Or maybe even, let's say, welders that want to start a really nice little side hustle selling these pre-welded wherever it's legal. Now, I have to mention that last part there only because it is technically considered like a spud gun, although miniaturized, but it kind of isn't, because it doesn't rely on flammable liquids to shoot a piece of French fry out of it. It has no built-in pressure vessel. There's no valves. In fact, there are 0 mechanical parts on this whatsoever. It's just 4 pieces of stainless steel. The source of its power actually comes from this harmless can of air duster. It's sold separately, of course. But how it basically works is you take your fire fry, you stab into a piece of potato, give it a little bit of a twist there, and when you pull it out, you stick the air duster in the back, and pew. It actually shoots pretty far. Now, inside of each fire fry, you'll find just about everything you need to put this thing together and start having some fun with it. You have both of your end caps, you have your barrel, and you have your chamber. There's also the O-ring that is meant to go around the straw for the can of air duster. And we've included a few pieces of 035 wire just in case you need to patch a hole or something. This stuff is pretty thin. Now, being that this kit is laser cut with very fine accuracy, it can be autogenously welded, or welded without filler. Assembly is pretty straightforward. Just zip zap one cap onto each end in whatever order you wish, and then install the barrel. Now, the barrel is 1 inch longer than the chamber, and that's done on purpose in case you overstab your potato like too many times, or whatever the case is, the fry is less likely to get stuck in the chamber. So it's best if you mark out about 1/2 inch or more and make sure that that side goes into the chamber. Now, this whole kit is 304 stainless steel, which means it is dishwasher safe, and if you get some potato stuck in the chamber, you can boil it out and wash it. You can also polish it, brush it to your liking, or leave it with the standard finish. It's completely up to you. Now, while I show you how to weld this here, I am reminded of how many people have asked me over the years how I came up with this idea. And I built the very first fire fry in 2012 or so, right after I was injured when I was in the Navy. When you get put on limited duty orders, you basically have nothing to do except for go to the doctor's appointments until they fix you or ultimately retire you, at least that's in my case. Basically, all that extra time and boredom that you have on your hand leads to some pretty interesting creations, and this was one of them. So if you would like to get your very own fire fry kit, make sure you head over to weldmetalsonline.com and snatch a couple of them up. If you need some help putting it together, or maybe somebody just to watch you or walk you through it, or need some assistance, get stuck on it, whatever the case is, you can always book a class with me over at weldcoach.com. I'll walk you through it. A good 30-minute session ought to do the job. I really hope you guys enjoy this thing as much as I do. I've had years and years worth of fun with it, and now we get a chance to share it with everybody. I'll have the links for everything down in the description below. I just realized this after shooting this entire video. I have to go back and add this. You see these 2 valves? This is the good valve, right? This one always works and it fits best. This one, on the other hand, it breaks a lot. It breaks very easily, actually, and then it busts the stem out of the top and all kinds of other stuff. In other words, buy this style of valve or can of air duster. Do not buy this one. It will break. Like almost every single one of them has broken, and they're not very good. So I'll have a link down below for this style of valve for Amazon.